Hey you guys, it's time for This Week at WeBuyHouses.com. I'm Dev with
Mike Van Norden.
This is a special episode. We're really going to focus on...
You know, a breaking news. We should have had like a breaking news, Bill.
Breaking news.
Dun, 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 dun. No, that's wrong.
Can you do that? Scroll some breaking news things.
Get a
okay,
breaking news
anticipation.
back.
Okay, now... We're talking about the conference.
If fake news can do it,
the April
can.
conference. The April Mastermind Conference for We Buy Houses licensees. We're going to talk about it today. We're launching the sign-up process
Excited
today.
about it.
And it's going to be the best of it.
Oh, man. It's going to be great.
The dates, April 17th through 19th.
Yep.
The place...
Dallas. Well, Fort Worth. Actually,
for those of you that came to Fort Worth last time, we were in the stockyard. Not stockyards. We were in the what do you call that area that we were in?
No, Sundance Square.
Yeah, Sundance Square.
Yeah.
This time,
it's close.
This time we're in what's called the Cultural District because
Gotta be culture.
we're highbrow.
Yeah.
It's where the museums are. It's just a really, really nice area. 7th Street.
If you
Google Fort Worth 7th Street, you'll see lots of cool places.
Yeah,
we're going to be going to great restaurants. Eddie B's or I'm going to a couple so we got great plans for that. You know we eat well.
Yeah,
if we do anything at these meetings.
You can tell.
Tongue is quite the restaurant. He's menu picker.
He really is. He's good.
And I am the menu reviewer.
Well, you're the menu devourer.
I just look at it and go, I'd eat that.
Yeah, I'll take that. Whatever.
Chicken, fish.
It's food, right?
You need a chicken, a fish, a beef. I don't know. You need like three things for these guys to choose from.
Veggies.
Okay, so Cultural District, April 17th and 19th. Now, here's what we're going to do a little different this year. We're going to have a phased sign-up process, similar to what a lot of other conferences do, because we want to get you guys to sign up sooner rather than later.
Before the day before the conference.
Sometimes we get some stragglers.
Or the week.
And we'll always accommodate as the best we can stragglers. We want everyone to come to this. This year we're expecting like 40
we are. It's going to be
local
a big
market representatives at the April meeting. So it's going to be a big deal.
And it really does. Tongue wouldn't say this, but it puts a lot of pressure on him when we get these last minute.
Yeah, and he's having to call the hotel and change the numbers and call the restaurant and change it.
It is a pain.
So what the incentive for you guys is you get a much better deal if you sign up during the early bird special phase. So that is between now and February the 16th. If you sign up, the conference price of the conference with a room is $9.95. That's what it was last time here in Fort Worth. Mm-hmm. And then without a room, it's $7.45. And this is for 3 days, 2 nights of great accommodations, meetings, meals. We're going to the museum. We're going down 7th Street area. It's just going to be.
It's very reasonable when you think.
Well, and this is
compared to some other places.
This is what guys, like the Nashville meeting was a little pricey. The Vegas meeting was a little pricey. You go to a town that's kind of a resort town, and you're paying the price to be there, but. Fort Worth is so cool, and the feedback last time.
They love Fort Worth. It went well. It went really well.
It's almost like a movie set.
Yeah,
Fort Worth.
It is.
It used to be like when I was young. You don't want to go to Fort Worth.
Was there a Fort Worth when you were?
It was.
Okay, I didn't know.
It was the dark side.
I thought that was established like after you or before.
I think I was 18 before I drove over there.
Okay, all right.
But when you go over there, now it's like it just is a wonderful city. It's almost like a Denver, Colorado, or something like that. A lot of
you feel safe.
A lot of things
right?
happen.
You feel safe. There's a lot to do, as opposed to Dallas. You don't really feel so safe.
Yeah.
I mean, there's stuff to do, but Fort Worth is just
the most dangerous people down there will probably be us.
Especially after some vino.
Bob Shaw. I could start naming
some whiskey.
JJ Clark.
You got to watch out for Bob. And Trey.
Anyway, Trey.
Yeah.
Boy,
it
could
get
we're looking forward to all this.
Yeah,
but so the price, we talked about that. The sign up, we're going to send out a form. You'll get it in an email, and you will get it on the Facebook private Facebook group. We'll send that out, and you guys sign up. Get excited, man. So we're going to talk a little bit about the two or three of the topics that we're teeing up for this. Number one, we are working on a new content site for We Buy Houses licensees for reviews and testimonials and things like that. So that'll be a topic.
Because Testimonials, we've got a couple licensees that are doing a phenomenal. One in particular that's doing Chris Hewlett, doing a phenomenal job. Testimonials guys are so powerful. I mean, I preach that here all the time. I wear them out, but it's
Chris
just
and
so
Brent have
important.
more testimonials, I think, than all the other guys.
Yeah, they do. So maybe they can go into that a little bit. But
anyway,
awesome.
How do you do that, Chris? We want to know. And so number 2 is multi-market. We will be starting a multi-market Mastermind subgroup, and I don't know if we're starting it before April or launching it there. We'll see. But that will be a topic, as many of the attendees now will have multi-markets, and then I think other attendees will be interested in those strategies and how they're doing and what they've accomplished. And
I mean, Jack is doing fantastic.
Brooks and TJ now in 4 markets. Gabe went from Corpus Christi to Dallas-Fort Worth to now going into Maricopa, Phoenix. So you're talking about Bob in Seattle, Portland, Boise, Paul in Salt Lake, and San Diego. If you just start looking into our system, so many of these guys have multi-markets now. So
it's exciting.
I think it's a strategy for even if you are in a single market. As you think about growing your business, this will be an opportunity to look at those guys that are doing that and say, maybe this is an opportunity for me to do that. But there's some challenges.
And in a lot of cases, it's someone that they know. It could be an old friend that is in that. They're an investor or an agent in a different state.
Yeah, or a family member.
Family.
We've had that.
Right.
The guy grew up in that city. He's in this city. Starts We Buy Houses, and he goes back and launches it in his hometown or home area. So.
But the great thing is you have control. If you license another county, that's what Jack was telling me so much about is he has control over what goes on, the marketing that goes out.
Yeah.
So it's exciting. You can never do that with a franchise. People just buy another franchise in that market. That's the beauty of being a master license.
It is a big deal to have an
because you are
it.
I mean, you're the
I can't talk about this yet, but we're working on a partnership with a company that has come to us because we are so big, we cover so many markets, and we have exclusives. There's one guy in each market. And so we'll talk about that later.
It's
something very exciting.
Yeah, it's a big beeping deal. That's what when Joe Biden said that big beeping deal. That's what this is.
The third topic that I think will be teed up and a big topic at the April meeting is the We Buy Houses Cares initiative. This was born last year at the April meeting in Fort Worth. There were some things we did last year as we thought about developing it, and there were some things that just happened. We had hurricanes hitting Texas and Florida, and so some of our guys, like Gabe's crew, ended up, they were We Buy Houses Cares. Right? They were out there handing out bottles of water and things like that, and so
it's huge.
Our thought is that we don't want to create something that's like a corporate thing that everybody's waiting for us to do or to run or whatever. We really want to look at how We Buy Houses Cares can become a social media, licensee-led initiative.
Right.
And so we're more like arming you to do it with assets and things that you can use to go out there. T-shirts.
Because things happen at a local level that we may not even be aware of, and you can respond immediately.
And the other thing that we'll talk about is you need to be ready to respond when something happens. You can't wake up the day after a hurricane hit and say wow, we should do something about that.
Bottled water because you have to get the imprint.
And so I think that this will be kind of more of a formal launch of We Buy Houses Cares, and we've got some great ideas. And the one thing I want to say as we kind of wrap up this discussion is this year I want to do something different at the April meeting where, like in Nashville, I was kind of like a facilitator, and we went through a process, kind of strategic to tactical, and it was very useful for the guys. But I don't want to do the same thing at every meeting. So if you're in Nashville, you go, we're just going to do the same. Deb's going to get there. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, because we would have had a 10, but we got a 9. And I think the main complaint was that Deb talked to
You didn't even see this thing. Anyway, but the thought is that I really want this year for these topics to be more licensee-led.
Yes.
And so I'll be reaching out to a few of you guys whose names you may have heard mentioned in the video today, about being leaders of these initiatives, and I think they'll move farther along, with these guys, because it's your business, and we want to just be enablers and give you tools and processes and things that you can exploit to go out there and really, really, kind of not only be We Buy Houses,
right,
but to show that We Buy Houses, is is such a productive and positive member of the community, and we restore neighborhoods, we put families in houses. Chris and them down in Houston, they are part of how Houston is going to repair from thousands of flooded houses, and so I think we have a story to tell.
Yeah. And let's be honest, as a licensee,
I really want these guys to come together and own this and kind of. That's what we'll talk about.
Look, as a licensee, you've got your finger on the pulse, right? Like they know what's going on organically in their local market, and I think that from their perspective, it might mean more than us here at corporate.
Sometimes I think about when the licensees express an interest in something. Sometimes I think about how do we get out of the way of that?
Yeah,
so that it can happen. And, I agree. But on the other hand, how do we facilitate, enable, and give you guys
tools.
What you need?
That's what we're here for.
So that's that. I think as we think about April, this is kind of a free form between me and Mike here, but these are the kinds of things that we're thinking about doing at the April meeting, and types of topics, and the kind of the feel that I'd like to have of the meeting. We're looking at this year how to really, really grow the business,
no doubt,
and then reach out to the community.
I think this is going to be our best conference that we've had.
Everyone.
I mean, they've all rocked. They've all been great, but I just think that we've got some cool things to talk about, or will have, that we haven't in the past. So.
Yeah. So that's it. We had one new market this week, Kirk.
Yeah, we did. And Kirk Ely will be dominating Duval County, which is basically, and several surrounding counties. Jacksonville, Florida, it's a hot market, one of the hottest in the country. Kirk is a seasoned investor and a broker as well. So I expect him to do, just by talking to him on the phone, very sharp guy. I think he'll network really well with our group. Yeah. So Kirk, welcome aboard, man.
Great to have Jacksonville. I love markets like that. Yeah. Like I tell you, like a Miami-Dade, that is a tough market.
It's a tough market, but
a Jackson, and I'm just talking as a marketer. And cost of lead, cost of conversion, and I can geek out on that stuff. But Jacksonville has just a better profile as a marketing guy. You look at it, and just, I like it better.
No doubt.
I think it's going to be
Now, we don't want to dissuade anybody from Miami, because there's a pile of dough to be made Miami.
It's just like San Francisco or LA or big cities.
It's a little tougher to get a lead, but the spreads are enormous. So anyway.
You know what? I'm going to throw this on. I heard that, our sister company, Fast Home Offer, their leads in LA, a motivated seller lead, is now selling for $1,500. And there is a guy in LA who is buying every lead, and every time somebody would bid up, he would go ahead, and there appears to be no stopping point for this guy. So you talk about a Miami or an LA. Yeah, they are expensive markets to operate in, but there are people that operate at that scale, and I didn't mean to dissuade you from going to Miami.
Right. No, it's only because you're talking some six-figure net, 5 and 6. So it's a different game.
Right.
So you may only get 7 leads a month, but if one of those,
I just think at Jacksonville you're going to have less expensive marketing.
Yeah,
so I like markets.
No, I get it. I get it. Totally.
I love markets like Birmingham and places like that.
No doubt.
Sweet spots.
Absolutely.
No
doubt. There are some sweet spots.
All right, you guys. We're just going off on a tangent. Okay, I think that's it.
That's it. Is that good?
Hey, April 17th to 19th. You got to sign up by February 16th. The conference is $9.95 with the room $7.45.
No last minute, guys.
I'm sure Josh has put the graphic up a couple of times by now with that stuff on there. But that's what we want you guys to leave the video knowing.
That's it.
Sign up.
Sign up now. Don't procrastinate, guys. Come on, let's go.
You will drive Tone crazy.
Plus, we'll be there. What other reason? What more? I mean, come on.
Mike will be there.
Yeah.
Just think of the added benefit.
I'll be in and out.
All right, let's go.
All right, man.
Boom.
Next time.
See you next week.
Any